The online coaching industry is collapsing. Trust is at an all-time low. Clients are just getting smarter. And honestly, most coaches are not qualified to coach others. I learned this the hard way. I paid thousands for programs that promised the moon but delivered nothing and made me feel really stupid that I believed in them. Coaching isn't just failing, it's being replaced by something even better. And founders who switch to this new model instantly becomes more trustworthy and in demand. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you why online coaching is losing trust fast, the new model that's outperforming coaching, and how I transition into it so you can do it too. So first things first, coaching is failing because people are evolving faster than most coaches. People don't want generic advice or information anymore. They want specific expertise for the specific situation from somebody who's actually done the thing. So I'm going to share you two stories of the coaching programs that I've joined. The first one, I paid $8,000 for a marketing bro agency program. I found the guy from YouTube. I really like his stuff, but the moment I paid, I was immediately passed off to some junior coach. I don't even know who he is. And I was dumped into weekly calls where nobody can answer my specific question. And when I finally got through all the gatekeepers and finally DM'd the actual coach to question some of his methodology, he got really defensive, which raises my eyebrow. And the second program was in another industry expert who ran a 4-week cohort. She put too much weight on the online courses, which quite frankly, I can get for free on somebody's YouTube channel. And although she's been really helpful within the 4-week sprint, after that program is finished, we're on our own. Like, coaches aren't solving problems anymore. They're just productizing their information with a sprinkle of coaching here and there. But here's the thing, people running online businesses, they're smart now. They don't need yet another online course. They can get that for free on YouTube or ChatGPT. They need someone who has done the thing that they want. And they want that person to take a look at their very unique situation and give them customized support. And this is where the new method started to make a lot of sense. The new method is called mentorship. There's a fuzzy boundary between coaching, consulting, and mentorship. So let's define that right now. Coaching is where you don't really give the answer. You ask questions and the client will make a decision themselves. Consulting is you give the answer, tell them what to do. Mentorship is somebody like me. I'm on a mission to achieve something. I'll show what worked for me. You model it so it works for your unique situation. Now, a lot of people get this mixed up, and sometimes they're actually a consultant, but they say that they're a coach. So I hope this clears things up. So now, why does mentorship works? Well, number one is because you position yourself as a peer rather than some guru. A guru looks down on other people like, hey, do this, I'm right, you're wrong. So a mentor, because you look like a peer who has done the thing, you come across as very approachable. And at the end of the day, we want to work with somebody who we're comfortable with. And number two, if you've been documenting your journey through content, videos specifically, you don't have to do any hard selling like most coaches do, because your videos will automatically filter and attract people who vibe with you and your journey and your mission. And the way mentorship works is that you're solving the same problem, but different access to you. Some people want to work with you, but they don't want to pay for the most expensive access. They want just a little bit of help down here, which I'm going to explain in the next section. All right, so here's how to structure your mentorship. Mentorship is you are on a mission. You can help other people who's behind you. The more they pay you, the more access they have to you one-to-one. The less they pay you, the less access they have to you one-to-one. So for example, this is a diagram that I made. At the lowest tier, you can sell people digital assets like templates, online courses. They buy once, they do it themselves on their own, right? No access to you. The level above it is one-off consultations. So these are people who are already doing it. They're stuck. They need a quick fix, quick insight to get them unstuck. The level above it is community or cohort. So this is where they want to work with you a little bit longer term, but they may not necessarily have the funds, or they don't want to work with you one-to-one. They want to work in a group. And some people like groups because they like having peers. But some people like, okay, I'm a really busy guy and I want to move fast. I don't want to hang out with a bunch of other entrepreneurs. I want one-to-one attention, which is where you can sell your one-to-one mentorship. So this is where you give them more time, more access to you. They can DM you, they can have weekly consultations. And the highest level is done for you work or partnerships. For example, my mission is I help founders build a personal brand online through simple videos. And there's many mechanisms to make this whole thing work, right? Making videos, websites. One of my done for you packages is that some people, they want a landing page. So that's the done for you service that I do for some of my clients. And why mentorship works really well nowadays is because when people follow you online, watch your content, they know they want to work with you. They made up their mind, but they may not necessarily want to work with you one-to-one. Unlike traditional coach, where they think that, okay, they're going to buy this cheap thing and then this medium thing and then they ascend to my most expensive thing. That works in theory, but most people, depending on where they are in their journey, they may not want to ever go to your one-to-one. Sometimes they just want the community. Sometimes they just want digital products, which is why mentorship works in 2026 and beyond. So now I'm going to tell you how I transitioned from coaching to mentorship so you can do it too. So there's two ways to do this. The first one is positioning, your branding, right? So the old branding is how I learned from these agency bro coaching programs. And this is how I position myself on LinkedIn and YouTube. I help you add $50,000 to your business with YouTube or your money back. And that just sounded so cringe, but they forced me to market myself that way. And when you do, this creates a lot of skepticism. I think people got burned and they immediately think that you're an agency bro, you're a liar. And funny thing is, your competitors see this, all they have to do is outpromise what you promised. So the new way I position myself is now I say, if you look at my LinkedIn, I help founders become the profitable face of their brand using simple stories. Now this creates an identity shift. It's clarity and trust because I don't overpromise. Now, the second way to transition is how do you market yourself? And we all know we got to make video content to promote our business, correct? So the old way, the coaching agency bro marketing way, is to give tons of value. This is what Alex Hormozi says, just give everything away for free and sell the implementation. I used to do that and it doesn't really work the way I thought it would work. Now, the new way that I experimented, which works, is creating storytelling videos. In fact, I just recently ran an experiment where I posted a bunch of storytelling videos on all platforms, but this particular lead found me from TikTok of all places, resonated with my story, clicked on my links, somehow ended on my YouTube channel, binge watched all the stuff there, and then emailed me for help. And then I said, would you like to get on a call? He said yes. And on the call, he told me what he's trying to build and he needs help with content. And I said, great, but how do you see me helping you? He said, maybe some content mentorship. And I'm like, done deal. So currently I'm waiting for him to pay me. So this new way to market yourself through storytelling videos totally works. So maybe you should stop teaching and start sharing stories. Give it a try. So now you know the new model that's working in 2026 and beyond. But here's the question, what do you do with all this? If you're a founder and you want to turn your YouTube views into actual paying clients, watch this video next. It's the exact system how I turned simple videos into at least $48,000 that I made in this bedroom. I'll see you there.